10, 9. Okay. We'll call our August 25th, 2025 Board of Works and Safety meeting to order. We do have everyone here, so we do have a quorum. First up is the approval of minutes from the August 11th meeting.
I'd make a motion to approve the minutes as printed from August 11th, 2025.
I'd second that.
Motion and a second. Any comments, questions, corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Next up is approval of consent agenda items. Board, I think we put on your desk a couple of items that were added since last Friday. Any questions on anything on the consent agenda? If not, I would make a motion to approve.
I'd second.
Motion and a second. Any comments or questions? And hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Petitions and comments by citizens. I don't believe we have any. No reports of committees, boards, or commissions, and nothing under unfinished business. We'll move right into new business. First item up is Wygant Construction's partial pay application number 14. I think it's up there on the screen. We're getting close to the end of the project. I think Veritas's letter is attached to it. They've reviewed that and are recommending payment in the amount of $633,793.23.
I'd second.
I'll make that a motion. I'll make that.
I got you made the motion. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. All right, so I made the motion. Wayne seconded. Okay. All right, any questions? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, next up is the 2026 Pro IT Business Partner Agreement. Getting these done a little bit ahead of time, so we're going to include them in the budget. Beth, anything you would like to highlight on that?
Only that it is identical to what we're currently working with right now. They didn't bump any prices on us, and the only variables would be if we decide to do anything outside the normal scope of the business. So, and those hours are posted down below for if we were to do something additional. So right now we're looking at, as it is, $32.60 on a monthly basis.
Any questions? Okay. If not, do we have a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve the Pro IT Business Partner Program Agreement as submitted.
I'd second that.
Motion and a second. Again, any questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right. Approval of City of Napanee updated capital asset policy. Jeff, I'll turn it over to you.
If you would go to page 7 of this, really, this only applied to one section of the capital asset policy. When I drew it up, it was the early stages of development from what the State Board of Accounts was saying. I think it's right above it.
1.5, I think is right.
Is it? Yeah, right there, that red section. State Board of Accounts had told us they wanted us to start turning in depreciation schedules on an annual basis, and depreciation schedules were not something that we normally had to keep. We only had to turn in what our capital assets were. And so I got really granular with all of these things, and it was overkill. And so right now we're trying to rework the capital assets from a tracking standpoint for insurance purposes and a tracking standpoint for State Board of Accounts purposes, of which they're two separate things, wanting two separate things. But this clarifies it, and this matches up the 50 years, 5 years, all of those depreciation timeframes now match up exactly with what State Board of Accounts wanted. And so that's what I needed to bring back for you, just as a clarification.
Okay, and then you had a couple other items that were
There were
down below.
I just changed a little word here and there for, so it wasn't locking into anything. It just tells us that based off of what the State Board of Accounts wants, they want a full review of your capital assets within a 2-year time frame. So if we do it this year, it'll be within 2 years from now. And we're trying to get that up and ready to go. And the last thing I changed is that will in there. It said I will conduct, and I changed it to may, because it's just one of those things where I didn't want to get locked into something and have the State Board of Accounts come back and say, you said you're going to do this, and time didn't allow for it. So.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Board, any questions? All right, if not, I would make a motion to approve the changes as submitted.
I'd second.
Motion and a second. Again, any further questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next item is approval of Keel Architecture Elder House Proposal Amendment 1. This has to do with the continuing work on the Elder House and the work at the old Central School. Todd, I don't know if you want to add anything to this. I think you had contacts with Keel and.
So the original contract was back in February, and this amends that. At that time, we didn't know what the schematic design was, which we couldn't determine necessarily the construction drawings part of it. We've completed the schematic design, and then this is an update then on what would include a detailed building permit and construction documents package that also includes the plumbing, electrical, and mechanical. Now that we have a design.
And we went through the schematic design in order to be able to get the application done and get the grant approved. Now that that's done, we're moving into this next phase. And so that's another reason we have this amendment before us. So, Chris, if you can scroll down just the bottom of this page. It lists, yeah. So that is the scope A. It's 48,000 total A&E fees. Okay. Any questions? If not, do we have a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve the Keel Architecture Elder House Proposal Amendment number 1.
I'd second.
Motion and a second. Again, any questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Okay. Next on the agenda is it's getting that time of year for Halloween and trick or treat times for the city of Napanee. This year, October 31st falls on a Friday. And just to avoid conflicts with potential events that might happen on a Friday, we are moving trick or treat to Thursday, October 30th, 2025 from 5 to 7 p.m. And we've been in contact with the library, Boys and Girls Club, and the American Legion, who typically have events on that evening, and let them know. So we're wanting to get that out into the papers and to our media so that people can plan accordingly. So I would make a motion to approve that.
I'd second.
Motion and a second. Any questions? Okay, if not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right. Next up, we have approval of accounts payable vouchers.
I'd make a motion to approve the 2025 water APVs totaling $79,759.32, as well as the 2025 wastewater treatment plant APVs totaling $112,749.21.
I would second.
Motion and a second. Any questions on any of those? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Okay, reports of city officers. Brian, you just had a water report in there.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary on the water report, and I just wanted to remind everyone that we are flushing hydrants overnight, starting tonight and going through Thursday evening. So,
And that list is posted on our website as far as the areas that we'll be flushing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Brent?
Thank you, Mayor. There's a memo in there for request of some conference. The first one is for the Indiana Expo, which is at Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds in Lafayette, September 3rd and 4th. Asking for permission for the street department to go. We would not all go on the same day. We would split up and go on separate days. They run the same track each day, but they run it for 2 different days. However, on September 3rd, there is a snowplow competition. I'm trying to get 2 of the guys to sign up and do, because you do it in a team. We'll see if we can get that accomplished. And the second one is for myself to attend the Indiana Street Commissioners Association Conference in Swan Lake, September 23rd through 23rd.
We have a motion.
I'd make a motion to approve the conference requests as listed to for the street department. First one to Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds on September 3rd and 4th, and the second one, the ISCA Annual Conference at Swan Lake on September 23rd through the 25th.
I'd second that.
Motion and a second. Someone's got to fill that gap, right, Lynn?
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? Not all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Okay, anything else? Miss anybody? Okay, if not, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'd make a motion to adjourn.
I'd second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you. Boom.